what's poppin'? It's your boy Jay the Comedian. Good morning. How y'all doing today? How am I doing? Good day. Good day so far. You know, I'm not in the best of moods, but a good day nonetheless. So far. And it'll get better. I know it. Anyway, today I wanted to talk to you about some stuff that some people have been saying to me. Alright? I usually can brush it off, but it gets kind of irritating from time to time because people somehow just cannot fathom how somebody could not believe in God. How somebody could be angry at God or anything like that. And they like to tell me, personally, now these are like Christians, non-Jehovah Witnesses. At least that's what they tell me. I think they might be Jehovah Witnesses. Or they're associated with them, you know. But anyway, they tell me that, Jay, how could you let that group convince you that Jehovah doesn't exist? How could you let that group tell you that Jehovah's evil, or that God is evil, or that Jesus is not God, or whatever? I don't know. I think they believe Jesus is God, and God is Jesus himself, and the Holy Spirit is all one thing. It gets confusing. But the point is this, though. I was a Jehovah Witness for 28 years, and at no point did God come down and say, hey, Jay, yeah, don't do that. It's a cult. You could probably do some other religions, but this one in particular is unhealthy and dangerous. I had to learn that on my own. And to be honest, you know how I learned it? I stopped believing in God. I had to first understand that God didn't exist. And once I realized God didn't exist, I could open my eyes and realize that everything going around me was freaking silly and crazy. But it took that, though. That's one of the first things that really got me to say, okay, this might not be right. You know what I mean? It wasn't just that. It was like a bunch of things. But that's one of the first things that really made me say, because I was doubting the existence of God. And one thing that I did before I doubted the position, the one thing that made me kind of doubt the existence of God is I blamed him for my problems. And I used to think I was wrong for that. But now when I think about it, it makes a lot of sense. It does. Like if you're walking around, right? And you see some police officers, and you're like, hi, police officers, how you doing? And they're like, hi, how are you doing, good citizen, sir? And as they're saying hi to me, a homeless person stabs me in the butt. And instead of them arresting the homeless person, they let him off. They let him run away. They don't even chase him. They just point at me and laugh. Can those police officers be held accountable for not doing anything as I was assaulted? Could those police officers be held accountable? Will they be fired from their job? Could I sue the city? I could do all of those things. Those are all real and probable outcomes to that situation in particular. Because it's their job to protect me. What if it was some firefighters, right? They're just riding around. Their truck is full of all the firefighting equipment they need. They have on all their suits and stuff. They're ready to battle some fires, baby. And I'll get out the window. I'm like, hi, firefighters. How are you doing today? And they're like, oh, I'm great. How are you doing today, good sir? I'm like, oh, I'm doing great. And as soon as I say that, boom, an explosion happened behind me. Smoke and fire billows out of the window. And I'm just up there like, help me, please. And instead of helping me, they pull out some popcorn and lawn chairs, and they sit down and watch me burn inside of this building. Could those firemen be held accountable for not helping me? Couldn't I sue them? Couldn't I have a legal case against them? Shouldn't I sue them? Because this is the thing. When it's your job to do something, especially when it comes to saving people's lives and helping people, if you do the opposite of that, you could be held accountable. And you should be held accountable. There's a certain oath you have to take when you do these things. Now, if somebody comes to me and they say, hey, we're here from God. God sent us. Yep. And yeah, he told us to tell you to do everything that we want you to do and to listen to us and put us above your own family and friends. We are the most important and time-consuming thing you have in your life, and you're going to do it without any argument or suggestion. You understand, mate? Because God told us to come here. Would you do it? Would you do it? Would you just be there like, oh well, God said it, so I got to do it? Would you do it? That's the question. Well, the question is, it's up to you. Well, the answer is, it's up to you. But what if nobody comes and tells you that, hey, you shouldn't do that? That's an evil cult, and I did not send them. They're not with me. They are not my people. Nobody comes down and says nothing. But instead, he sits back and he just watches. Shouldn't he be held accountable? Shouldn't I be at least able to say, hey, it's kind of your fault for sleeping on the job or for just watching while this horrible thing takes place? Shouldn't I at least be able to do that? Now I get it, because everybody tells me the same thing all the time. You got free will. Jehovah or God is not going to come down and disturb or take away from your free will. You got the free will. Well, let's look at free will, okay? Because currently the way free will is set up, if I had the free will to love anybody who I wanted to love, and I chose to love another man, I get destroyed. That's basically like if a bank robber comes in and says, hey, I'm a bank robber. This is a weapon. Now, I'm going to give you the free will not to give me the money in the cash register. But just know, if you don't give it to me, I'm going to shoot you in the face. But you have the free will not to. I'm not one to trample on anyone's free will. Oh, you gonna give that money up, baby. It almost as if your free will isn't free will at all. Not if you want to live. Free will under duress or under threat is not free will at all. It's a threat. Hey, do what I say, I'm going to destroy you. Where was all that when people were taking your name and using it to rip me apart from my family? Where was all that when little Timmy was on the hospital bed and needed a blood transfusion, and then some elders from a hall pressured the family into not letting them get it, and he perished? Where was your lightning bolts then? Lightning bolt! Boom! We only needed one. We didn't need that many. Where was it then, bruh? Where was it when we needed it? See, this is the thing. If I get destroyed for not believing, first you have to convince me that I had no reason to not believe. There's no logical reason not to believe in God. Because the thing is, if there's a logical reason to believe, then there should be nothing negative that comes to me, you know? Like, can I really punish my children for believing in Santa Claus? First off, I told them that Santa Claus exists. Their mother told them that Santa Claus exists. Everybody at their school told them that Santa Claus exists. On December 25th, on the day they're supposed to be there, there's presents under the Christmas tree. There's other people around the world. Nobody's telling them that Santa Claus don't exist. So what would I look like one day? Getting mad at my kids for believing in Santa Claus. And this is the thing, he don't exist. I know some people like, what? But no, he does not exist. Never has. And people cannot, and I know when I tell my kids, they're going to be like, whoa, I don't get it. And I'm going to tell my son pretty soon, because he's starting to figure out. He's like, look, man, I don't know if Santa Claus exists. He told me that. And I was so proud. I ain't even want to play along. I was like, yes, son, you questioned everything. If something don't seem right, you question it. Question it all. And I'm telling, I couldn't have been more proud. I wasn't the one that said Santa Claus don't exist. Nobody told him Santa Claus don't exist. He was just sitting around like, you know what? I keep hearing about this Santa Claus. There are Christmas, I can't talk anymore. There are presents under the Christmas tree on December 25th. But I haven't seen him myself. I haven't talked to him. I've tried to catch him and I can't catch him. And I'm like, well, how do you think you're getting the presents under the tree? And he was like, I think you, Mommy, and maybe Santa Claus, y'all might work together. Or maybe, like, he's agnostic in regards to Santa Claus, you know? He doesn't all the way believe in him, but he thinks it's a possibility, so he don't go all the way with it. And that is hilarious to me. It made me so proud. I was also proud of him when he told me that. But yeah, that's basically my point, man. I have every reason in the world not to believe in God. And God knows exactly what to do to get me to believe in him, and he's not doing it. So either he doesn't want me to believe in him, he doesn't exist, or he doesn't care. Or it may not even be a he. It may be some alien species that just felt like creating humans and then dipped afterwards. What's to say that didn't happen, you know? But anyway, man, that's all I got to say today. I'm hoping y'all have a great day. Holla at your guala. Deuces.